Testings. Guys, I have the craziest night of my life. Oh my goodness. You will never believe. You will never believe what I went through today. Can we talk about it? Can we black ass talk about it? Okay. So, my friend and I decide to hang out, right? We're like, hey girl, you want to grab some lunch, right? We were supposed to go eat seafood broils, okay? That's my thing. Last minute, I'm like, okay, I want to save some money. So I ask her, I'm like, hey girl, do you want to just go to the park? I will cook us some food. I made us some shrimp tacos. They were very mid. But let's just sit down, talk, and catch up, right? She's like, cute, cool. I pick her up from her house. We get to the park. I'm like, I want to listen to some music. I have my speaker, turn on my speaker. I don't hear Bluetooth connected. Where's my phone? Where the is my phone? I used it to get here. As I was parking, it was mounted on the side of the steering wheel. So where the is my phone? But I'm not tripping. I'm like, okay, let me just go get it out of the car. I walk back, ask my friend to call it. She's calling. We don't hear it anywhere. Go back to the car. Okay, it might be under the seats. It might be in between. It's not there. We're calling it. I'm like, dude, I think I dropped it somewhere and someone stole my phone. But at the same time, I wasn't even tripping like that. Like, I don't know why I wasn't tripping at all. I was like, okay, like, I'm just going to be without a phone for the next 2 weeks. I get paid in 2 weeks and I'll just go get another one. Like, it's no thing. Like, I was not tripping at all. Like, I have lost so many phones and went crazy, but it was something about today that just made me feel so just, you know what I mean? I'm having such a great day. I'm not going to waste my good energy on finding this phone. It's nowhere. Someone has it. Good luck. You got a couple pictures on my on that. Okay. Enjoy, I guess. I don't know. So I call my girlfriend. I'm like, hey, can you try to track down my location? Right? Because I'm sharing my location with her. And she's like, okay. And as she's doing it, someone walks up to me and is like, hey, do you guys want to see the Jonas Brothers today for free? They're going to be performing over there. I was like, what? I'm on the phone with my girlfriend, right? Like I said, she's trying to give me directions as to where my phone is at. I'm like, okay, my love, hold on. We got something important going on. Something more important than this iPhone. Okay. Someone's telling me that I can see the Jonas Brothers right up the way, like literally walking distance from where I'm at. And I'm like, ma'am, you're lying. I was like, no, I was like, listen, I'm having a little annoying day, please. And she's like, no, I'm serious. They're performing at 7:45 tonight, for free. Just walk in. And I'm like, I was like, I'm literally about to start crying. And she goes, it's okay. She's like, why are you going to cry? And I was like, you don't understand. I just lost my phone and now I didn't really care too much before, but I really don't give a fuck now because you're telling me that the Jonas Brothers are going to be here. You guys, my love for the Jonas Brothers started when I was 10 years old. I had a crush on this guy that was one of my neighbors. His name was Isaiah Rontes. He has now passed away. Rest in peace, Isaiah. And he looked just like Nick Jonas. So when I was watching Disney Channel and Poor Unfortunate Souls came on, I was like, oh my God, he looks just like Isaiah. And then I just started like loving the music and paying attention to the music. And I just wanted to be everywhere that the Jonas Brothers were performing. And I saw many, many concerts from the age of 11 to I'm now about to be 29. I saw them maybe like 10 times. I just fell in love with them. They made me feel so, oh my God, I'm gonna start crying. I'm just really emotional today because I'm so grateful. Okay. So like they made me feel like I belong somewhere, because like there was times when I was a kid where I would come home and I would tell my dad, I don't know if he remembers this conversation, but like I told him something. I was like, Dad, like people don't like me. Like why? Like I want people to like me. I'm one of not too many black girls. My parents didn't let me do anything. I didn't have the nicest clothes, older shoes. And I really didn't like, I would think I was looking cute, but like nobody gave a fuck about me. Like it was just, I was funny, but I wanted boys to like me. I wanted people to invite me places. And, I wanted to like feel like I belonged somewhere. And like when I would put on their music and I would just like be in my room by myself, like singing their fucking music, like it just made me feel like I belonged somewhere, And then when I would go to their shows and I knew every song, I knew every break, I knew every like guitar solo, I knew everything. It just made me feel at home. Like it was such a safe space for me, right? Where was I? Oh my God, where was I? Oh God. So the lady's telling us that we're going to see the Jonas Brothers. And like my friend, she just got in a car accident. Like, oh my God, what I tell you, she's got like rods in her shoulder. And then like one of her hands is limp. So it's like this, like she took off her cast thingy and like was going like this with her hand. If you're not watching and you're just listening, you could see that like she's just like her hand is just so messed up. Her other hand is like is shitty too. Like one of her legs, like she had surgery on her leg. So it's like this just happened like less than a month ago. So I'm like, okay, like my friend's not gonna be able to get around like this, like, and it's like a standing only. There's no chairs, there's no seats. It's at a park. Okay. The same park we were not supposed to be at. We were supposed to go eat seafood broils. So it was like, I was like, okay, well, I'll just drop you off at your house to my friend. And I was like, fuck my phone. Like at this point, like my phone is nowhere. Okay. I'm not going to keep going around trying to look for this damn phone. I'm not doing it. Okay. Like someone has it, So my friend's like, well, no. She was like, I'll go with you. I was like, girl, you just learned how to walk again. And she's like, no, I'm fine. Like I can walk. Like I'm good. And I'm like, okay. And she goes, but we're going to find your phone. And I'm like, all right. So they're going to perform at 7:45. At this time, it's like 4. Okay. We got about 3.5 hours to find my phone and to get back to the park, right? So I'm on the phone with my girlfriend again. She tells me that my phone is still at the park. So I'm like, okay, like if someone steals something, aren't they gonna like get away from the area that they stole at? You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, well, and my girlfriend just keeps sending me the pins because whoever has it keeps moving. So I'm walking around asking people, have you guys seen a pink iPhone? And everyone's being so fucking helpful. It is crazy. Like everyone was just like so concerned and wanted to have my back. And like my friend, my partner, strangers, they're like, okay, what did it look like? They're like, where was it? Where were you at? Like just random people at the park, guys. So I'm like, I'm answering their questions and I'm just so patient with everybody. And I'm like, I'm just so surprised how just kick back and chill I am about this. I'm like, bitch, I'm about to see the Jonas Brothers. So like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, iPhone, bye. Like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. So, oh my God. I'm walking around. My girlfriend's like, it's in the parking lot now, and then it's here now, and then it's here now. And I'm like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to continue to do this. So I'm walking towards a parking lot, and I see a group of people. It looks like a black family. It's about like 10 of them. 10 black folks and like one white dude. You could tell. You could tell he wanted to be a Negro so damn bad. He had one of those like, what are those things that the rappers be wearing where it like just like it covers everything but like their eyes and their nose and their lips. Like not scullies, but like, I don't know. So I walk up to them and I'm like, hey, have you guys seen a phone? And the white dude and another black dude, they walk up, they're like, oh no, you could tell that they thought I was fine. And correct. Indeed correct. So they walk up to me and they're like, like, did you try to find my iPhone? And I'm like, yeah, but I cannot remember the login and the fucking password's on my phone. And they're like, oh, damn. And they're like, okay, well, like, we'll keep looking for you and things like that. And I was like, okay, thank you. And they're like, well, when you find the phone, can you come back and give me your number? And I was like, yeah, I will do that. Like, okay. So, but I was just so grateful. Like, they were just making me laugh and stuff like that. Everyone was just so patient and nice and helpful towards me. So I'm walking back to my car. And I see this white dude with his dog. And I'm like, hey, have you seen a pink iPhone? And he's like, no. And I was like, okay, well, if you see someone with a pink iPhone and the person doesn't look like me, punch that motherfucker in the face. And he was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to do that, but I hope my good energy when I tell them that a young lady with really nice hair is looking for her iPhone, I hope that my good energy makes them return the iPhone to you. Because the other day I found somebody's wallet and I walked to their house and gave them their wallet back. So I hope they do that same thing for you. And I was like, wow, I hope so too, but knock them the fuck out first. Okay. And we were just laughing and stuff. And I was like, dude, but I'm about to see the Jonas Brothers. And he goes, what? He was like, well, I'm going to see the Black Keys tomorrow because the Black Keys are going to be here tomorrow. And I was like, no way. He goes, yeah, but the Jonas Brothers are awesome. And I was like, yeah. And I was just like so happy and just wanting to talk to people and connect and stuff. And like, I don't know, like I just didn't give a fuck about my phone. So me and my friend, we were like, okay, let's go back to my house. Let's get my MacBook because since it's one of my Apple devices, like I could just simply log in with just like, I could simply go on Find My iPhone and it's one of the devices on here. So I don't have to do the login process and stuff like that since I don't remember the login and I couldn't log in on her phone to do the Find My iPhone. So we get to my house, get my MacBook, do the Find My iPhone. Right? So we get the address that it's at. We're like, it's still at the park. So like, oh my God. Heading back to the park. So my friend lets me use her hotspot to keep updated on where my phone is at. So we do just that. Keep updated. And they're just whipping it. We could not keep up. I'm like, oh my God, the closer we got, the further they got. And the closer we got, the further they got. I'm like, oh my God. And then, guys, they stopped. And I was like, oh my God, they've been here for a little bit. So we get to the location and we're like, what the fuck is this? Like, and then we walk around and it's a Chinese restaurant. We're like, okay. So my friend is like on my MacBook, just like looking and I'm looking at place and we're just like looking around and there's nobody in this place but a park ranger in there. And I didn't know he was a fucking park ranger. I was like, okay, he has the I don't know, the police. I just thought he was just a regular police officer. So I'm like, oh my God, like I just want to go, dude. I just want to go. I just want to leave. I'm going to see the Jonas Brothers. It just doesn't fucking matter. Okay. It doesn't matter because I've also been manifesting meeting them and being backstage and being that girl. You know what I mean? I just know that my content is going to get to the Jonas Brothers one day and they're just going to be like, bro, I love your content. You're so fucking funny. You're so fucking awesome. Come to one of my shows. right? I just know this is going to happen. So me and my friend are like, okay, like, I was like, dude, I don't know. I want to go home. You know, I'm about to see the fucking Jonas Brothers. My friend was like, wait, hold on. So she walks up to the park ranger and she's like, hey, were you just at Hens Park? And he was like, yeah. And she goes, do you happen to have an iPhone? And he was like, what does it look like? And I was like, oh my God, this motherfucker has my phone. I was like, it has a pink case? And he goes, yep, we have it. Go straight into their truck. And the alarm is going off because on Find My iPhone, you can press a button where your phone will start making a noise, like alerting, like, hey, someone's trying to look for it. And I'm like, they weren't answering calls. They weren't trying to get me back my fucking phone, dude. They were just, I don't know what they were trying to do. I'm like, okay, like we've been calling constantly for the last like 2 hours. This alarm has been going off and it's a very annoying alarm, and you guys just didn't give a fuck. Like we had to like go through hell to find you guys. It was ridiculous. Like it was so crazy. So they give me back my phone and I'm like, oh my God, I cannot believe I found this. Like, you know, the other thousands of times I lost my fucking phone, it just was just lost. You know, I literally pulled up years ago. I pulled up to a fucking crack house because it said that my phone was in a crack house. I said, okay, once we got there, I was like, okay, we're done. Have the fucking phone. So, and that was times I was really, really, really sending pussy pictures for real. But okay, that's neither here nor there. TMI, sorry. But I was cutting up. That was my cut up era. But anyways, okay, I was sending videos and everything. But okay, back to the Jonas Brothers. So I get my shit. I head back to the park. I'm walking back and there's tons of people now. It's like, bro, fuck. If I just literally had my phone and the lady walked up to me, it would have been just fine. Like, and I would be like super front row because nobody was there. The lady was like, nobody knows about this and nobody's there. And I'm like, oh my God, I would have been waiting for them. It would have just been beautiful. So then, guys, I'm walking back to the park and I see the Black family again. And they're like, hey, did you find your phone? And I'm like, yeah, I found it. And they were just cheering, yeah. And they're like, have fun. And I was like, oh my God, I'm just so fucking loved, bro. So fucking protected. This shit is amazing. Cause like there's times, you guys will actually hear this episode on Thursday. But there's times that I feel like the human race is just a bunch of piece of shits because some of them can be a bunch of piece of shits. But it's so great when you're in your community and you realize that like there are people that do have your fucking back and there are people out here that do want to fucking help you, you know? And it just like re-energized me, and it just reminded me that like humans aren't like all pieces of shits. We do naturally want to help each other. We do naturally want to be there for each other, you know? And like the fact that I was just cool, calm, and collected, I was able to receive that love. Like all the love that I was receiving was just so overwhelming that I was like, dude, like if I don't find this phone, like I'm so happy. Like, and I'm so just grateful that I have people like my friend Jessica, like my partner, and the strangers around me that just wanted to help me. They weren't going to get anything out of this shit, you know? Everybody just got together and tried to like do the best to you know, make me happy and to make me feel better, you know? So, we get to the show and I'm like, I cannot believe I'm about to see the Jonas Brothers. Like the last millions of times I've seen them, it's been like a plan, you know, for months, right? And I'm just like, I'm sitting in the park eating fucking tacos and we're eating watermelon and shit. And someone just randomly comes up to me saying, you want to see the Jonas Brothers for free? Like, what the fuck? So it was so crazy. So we get there, we get through the crowd and everything, and we meet these white girls, right? And every Jonas Brothers concert, man, the white girls love me, bruh. Like, they fucking love me because I be cutting up at these concerts, bruh. I be cutting up. I be sweating and gyrating. I be losing my fucking mind, dude. Losing my mind. Like I'm not a human being when it comes to music that I love, right? So I'm just so passionate, dude. I'm just so fucking passionate. And I'm just, thank you, Asia. Thank you for allowing yourself to just be this free and this passionate. Sorry, guys, I had to take a break and talk to myself. But I meet these girls and y'all, the white girls are aggressive as fuck. I've been to rap concerts where there's a bunch of white girls and white dudes there too, but like where there's other like black folk and they're never this aggressive, okay? I have to almost knock somebody out every single Jonas Brothers concert, every single time, because they just get to, bumping and doing too much, right? So these girls were trying to do it. It was like a mom, a daughter, and then her young daughter, right? Why were they like trying to like literally bulldoze over me and my friend? Why did the white girl turn around saying, bitch, I'll fuck your ass up? She didn't say it like that. She was like, bitch, I'll fuck your ass up. No, I'm joking. But she was like, bitch, I'll fuck your ass up. And then the daughter, the girl looked no older than 10, was like, don't talk to my mom like that. And the girl goes, fuck you too, to the daughter. Fuck you too. And I'm like, I look over at my friend. I'm like, I'm not about to fight at a Jonas Brothers concert. I'm just not doing it, okay? I'm just not fucking doing it. So I'm like, I look over at my friend. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing this. So then the oldest daughter was like, oh yeah, you want to fucking fight? And starts putting her hair up. And the white girl's talking about some, bitch, I'll fuck you up too. And then told the mom, I'll fuck you up and you a bitch. And I'm like, oh my God. Again, at a Jonas Brothers concert? Are you fucking kidding me? And they chilled the fuck out after she said that. I was like, okay, she's really gonna boink them. Like, she seemed like one of them like country girls. You know how country girls are tough as fuck? They be wrestling fucking bulls. You know what I mean? They be wrestling horses and shit. You know, they're just like corn-fed, thick thighs. You know, she looked like one of them. I'm like, oh, this bitch might really fuck you, all three of y'all up, including the 10-year-old girl. I thought she was gonna chill on the 10-year-old girl. She said, fuck you too, bitch. Like, I was like, okay, we're doing too much. A child? Then they come out. Joe, Nick, and Kevin come out. Guys, I lose my fucking shit. Every fucking time I've seen them, when being an adult, I think that I'm not going to act this way. And I do every time. Every time I act this way. I'm almost 30. And I just screamed and screamed and screamed. And then the music starts and then I start jumping and I just piss my pants. So like as I'm talking right now, like I'm sitting in piss. I just had to record like at this moment because I just have so much just like to say. So I just need to get it out. Like I cannot wait another moment. I'm like, friend, you need to go the fuck home. I need to talk to the podcast because they need to know what the fuck's been going on. They need to fucking know. As we're speaking right now, I've got piss all over my pants. I've got piss on my right hand because I was trying to hold it back in. Every time I jumped, every time like it just, I'm like, oh my God, what is going on? Like, so I'm just pissing my pants but there's so many fucking people. I cannot move. I can't go back. First of all, I'm not going to go back. I don't give a fuck if I shit myself. I'm it's going to be a shitty time. I'm just going to have to be shitty pants. So I'm like just losing my mind, guys. It was just the best. It was just the best, most chaotic. Today really reminded me of just like how much I'm fucking loved. Dude, I need it today. And how much I'm loved by people. Like people I can touch, sometimes we get so caught up in the likes and, we think all these people like us because they liked our picture or they viewed our story and things like that. But like, people fucking showed up for me today. People showed up for me today. The Jonas Brothers had a whole concert. I thought they were just going to perform a couple songs and get the fuck out. A whole concert. And I just like started crying because I'm like, God, you knew I needed this. And like, it just reminded me of times where like I really felt loved by my parents. You know, I haven't felt loved by my parents in a long fucking time, dude. And like, my dad used to take me to the concerts, and he used to just like, he started liking the Jonas Brothers because like, he's been to like 5-6 concerts with me to see them, and like he knows songs. And like there was a time when the Jonas Brothers had broke up, and Nick was with a band called The Administration, and they came out with an album. And like I was in Fry's, and it was when, you know, grocery stores used to sell albums. I don't know if they still do. And I hid all the albums so my mom could come back and get them because she couldn't afford them that day. And the next day, my mom came back with the album in her hand. And oh my God, it's gonna make me cry. The next day, my mom came back with the album in her hand, and she goes, wow, like you really hit them good, because I really had to find it. And my dad was like, Asia, let's take a drive and listen to the album, because you know you got to listen to an album in the car. The first time you listen to it, you got to listen to the car. Like that's when that shit hits. And me and my dad would just listen to the whole album in the car, and like, y'all, I ain't feel loved by my parents, like I said, in a long fucking time. I miss my fucking mom, bro. Like I miss the person. I don't know. Maybe she was. Maybe I thought she was. I don't know. You know, just like when I was crying to her a little bit ago, like telling her like, bro, I miss you. Like I miss like what we had. And she was like, that really wasn't me. And I was just like, damn, you know? And so like, just reminds me like, just, you know, how my parents, you know, even though like they pissed me the fuck off and I'm so frustrated with them, they did used to love me, bro. You know, it's like when you go so far and you do so much to make someone happy, it's not just like, oh, they paid for tickets, so then they love me. Like I remember like seeing my dad watch me enjoy them and seeing the smile on his face. I remember the next morning, my mom waking me up being like, oh, how was it? Or sometimes she would come in and she'd be playing the music, you know, to wake me up. Or, you know, she would be like, you know, I'd be sleeping in my Jonas Brothers t-shirt, and she'd be like, Jonas Brothers. She's like, Jonas Brothers. And I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh. And, you know, and it's so crazy to look back because I would intentionally like not wake up because I just wanted, I just wanted my mom's like attention, you know, my mom, and not in a way of like, oh, I didn't get my mom's attention. I had my mom's attention when I was younger for sure. But it was nice to be reassured of it. You know, my mom was like everything to me. My parents were everything to me, bro. Like, my parents were my best friends. You know? Me and my mom did everything together. Me and my dad, like, we would always connect with music. Like, there'd be late nights when Nerd came out with their album, or is it just N-E-R-D? I don't know. I don't know if they're called Nerd or N-E-R-D. But me and my dad's song was, You Can't Beat Me, I'm a Rock Star. We loved that fucking song. It would be late at night. We'd put it in the DVD player and we would just like walk around in circles and just like close our eyes and just bob our head. And I remember a time where I told my dad, I said, Dad, I don't know why people do drugs. Like, I feel like I get high when I listen to music. When I listen to music that I love. And then my dad was like, yeah, keep allowing that. Keep allowing art to be what gets you high. He said, keep allowing that. He was like, don't get caught up in the bullshit. Don't get caught up in the drugs. Don't get caught up in the alcohol. He said, because it's a long road. He said, allow the music to get you high. Allow the music to continue to get you high. You know, get lost in the music, get lost in the art, you know, and just, I'm just so fucking grateful tonight, guys. I'm just so grateful. I just think my parents, you know, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry I'm crying like this. It's overwhelming because, like I said, I miss my fucking mom, bro. I see her like maybe every other fucking year, maybe once a year. I talk to her maybe twice a year. You know, like sometimes you just miss the times you have with somebody, but like, I feel like I'm just grateful for what it was. You know, I'm just really grateful for what it was, and I'm grateful for the times I had with them, even if I won't have them, even if I will never have them again, you know. I'm really grateful. Really grateful. And I'm grateful for my friend. Like I said, I'm grateful for my partner. I'm grateful for community. I'm grateful for you guys that are listening right now. I just thank you so much. Today was amazing. Jonas Brothers, I'll see you motherfuckers soon. We gonna be shaking hands soon. And I just thank you guys for sharing your art. Thank you, you know, whoever's listening. Thank you guys for sharing your art. It's such a vulnerable thing. And there are people, I'm sure some people are just too shy to admit it. But like, I'm sure there are people out there that just like will look forward to listening to you, look forward to consuming your art, whatever it is. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is. You know, you mean so much to us, bro. And I really want you guys to understand that your art fucking matters. Your art matters. What you're putting out in this world matters. You know, we need you. We need you to continue to put it out. You know, and just thank you. Thank you guys for continuing to inspire the world. You know, I do my best to give my part, and I want all of us, it doesn't matter who you are, your life is art. You know, your humor, your way of being is art. And you sharing that with the world, you sharing that with one person, you sharing it in general. I just thank you for just putting it out there, just the energy, just thank you. Thank you. We're going to wrap this episode up. Well, I never said that this is As Your Big Sister. I'm Asia, my queen. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching me. I didn't even do the intro. What the fuck? Oh my God. Don't forget to tell everybody that I'm beautiful, kind, smart, and sexy. I'm Asia, my queen. This is As Your Big Sister. Have a good night, guys. Bye.